Okay, gang, I'm gonna start doing some weekly watches. So essentially, these are just gonna be movies that I've watched in the last week. Um, so I haven't really had a whole lot of time to make these videos. I've instead actually just been wasting my time watching more movies instead. So this is actually gonna be the last 2 weeks. So what I have for you today is The Wolf of Wall Street. I finally got around to watching this one. It's by Martin Scorsese, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Jonah Hill, a bunch of other names, Margot Robbie. Uh, then we've got Kill Bill Volume 1, Uma Thurman. There are a bunch of other stars, but I mean she's the main one. Then I've got Kill Bill Volume 2. I watched these back to back as Kill Bill: The Whole Bloody Affair. Fun fact. Anyway, 2 Quentin Tarantino films. I've been trying to work my way through his filmography because if I'm gonna hate the guy, I need to hate him for a reason. And then I've got Reservoir Dogs by Quentin Tarantino. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino. Hateful Eight by Quentin Tarantino. So I got 6 movies for you across 2 weeks. Wolf of Wall Street, directed by Martin Scorsese. So, first I'm going to start with my overall rating of this movie. So, I give it a 2.5. It's an average movie. The average is a 4. So I am definitely not on par with everyone else. So essentially, what do I say about this movie? So, stockbroker goes from broke to rich, does typical rich person things, and encounters some resistance, I think is how I would explain it. It's just not that good. The best part of the movie is incredibly short, and it's a 3-hour long movie. Okay, I spent 3 hours watching what is essentially porn and various other forms of debauchery, and there's no plot for a while. I don't know. I mean, the plot's there, but it feels like it takes too long to get where it wants to go. Anyway, that's Wolf of Wall Street. Not a huge fan. 2.5 out of 5. Alright, next up we got Kill Bill Volume 1. I gave this also a 2.5 out of 5. But I liked this one, so it's different. I gave it a heart on Letterboxd because while this movie is not good, it is so entertaining. I had just so much fun watching this movie. The outfit at the end, the sword fights, it's just so it knows what it's trying to do, and it does it perfectly. It is not trying to be a serious revenge story. It is trying to be a what if we took a serious revenge story and just made it super silly and fun. And that's exactly what it does. I would recommend watching this one, even though it's not a masterpiece. It's so enjoyable. Yeah, great movie. Okay, now we have Kill Bill Volume 2. So this one, I don't know. I have conflicting opinions about. I feel like it was much less sure of the route that it wanted to go. It had that kind of goofy fight style, but then also tried to take on a more intense or drama role, and I just don't think it did it that well. To be honest, you could watch the first one and just not watch the second one because it's just not really up to par for me. I give this a 2 out of 5. Kind of worse than an average movie. And I just recommend watching the first one. Don't watch the second one. The movie's called Kill Bill. I can imagine you know what happens. This one is my favorite on the list. So, I just decided to watch another Quentin Tarantino movie. I was like, okay, I'm not a huge fan of him as a person. Uh, in fact, I despise him as a person, but that's neither here nor there. I was like, I've only seen 3 or 4 of his movies. I think at this point I'd only seen 4. And I was like, they're not bad, but I wouldn't call any of them a masterpiece, like the 5 stars, you know. Uh, Reservoir Dogs is the closest I've gotten. So, Reservoir Dogs is 4 stars out of 5. I'm debating between 4.5. I've been thinking about this movie nonstop since I watched it. It is so good. The writing is phenomenal. Tim Roth's performance, phenomenal. Harvey Keitel's performance, beautiful. Steve Buscemi, love Steve Buscemi. Wow. I think the biggest thing is that, like, a lot of sometimes it feels like QT is trying to shoehorn in slurs. And I have such it's just not cool, man. It's not cool. Like, bro, move on. Anyway, that is my biggest critique with this movie, I think. The only real reason why it's not 5 stars is because I don't think that this movie is life-changing. And I do think that there is, like, a little bit of... It's not perfect, right? It's not perfect, and it's not, like, a super, like, powerful plot. It's just really, really fun, and really, like... It's just really enjoyable. All the characters go by different, like, color names. So there's Mr. White, Mr. Orange, Mr. Pink. Like, super great. The dialogue is so, like, natural. It's so good. It's, like, mostly takes place in one location, which is so cool. They never actually explain what a reservoir dog is. A reservoir dog is a rat. It's slang for a rat. So... but yeah, the basic overview is a botched robbery indicates a police informant, and the pressure mounts in the aftermath at a warehouse. Crime begets violence as the survivors, veteran Mr. White, newcomer Mr. Orange, psychopathic parolee Mr. Blonde, and bickering weasel Mr. Pink and nice guy Eddie unravel. So, yeah, it's so good. It's so good. I'm not gonna say who it is. Michael Madsen is phenomenal in this movie. Yeah. And Quentin Tarantino doesn't cast himself to say a slur. So, that's always bonus points. He does still say something scummy, but it's not a slur. We're winning. So I'm recording this late because I realized that I forgot to talk about Hateful Eight, but I mentioned it in the beginning. So, Hateful Eight, I gave this a 4 stars on Letterboxd. It is very similar to Reservoir Dogs, so obviously I loved it. Samuel L. Jackson, amazing. Walter Goggins, amazing. Their dynamic, perfect. Kurt Russell's in it, he's great. Channing Tatum's in it, good. Tim Roth's in it again. Love Tim Roth. Michael Madsen's also in it. He's also very good. Another Quentin Tarantino film. It's very good. It's very good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I heard a lot of people didn't like it, and I can't really understand because I feel like the complexity of the character dynamics is so much fun, and the way that, like, a character who's really scummy, like, kind of shows that, like, there are some things that you're raised to believe but don't necessarily believe, and I think that that's actually really interesting and really cool. But yeah, it's super good. It's long. That's kind of the only big critique. I feel like there could have been more things happening. It could have developed the characters quicker. given us a little bit more time to enjoy the like fun Quentin Tarantino action. That'd kind of be my only thing. But yeah, it's a great movie. Yeah, so maybe I should have started the first video by saying I'm stupid because forgot to do another one. So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So essentially this actor is down on his luck. He's kind of like moving out of the acting industry. He's being replaced. Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, great cast. Set in the 70s, 60s, I think it's 70s, not sure. Anyway, it's just kind of following these two best buds around as this actor navigates that. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 because I feel like, similar to a lot of Tarantino films, it's kind of just, it takes too long to get to anywhere like super interesting. The acting is great, don't get me wrong, acting is phenomenal. It's just that it doesn't really say a whole lot for a long time. And so that's my biggest issue with that. Directed by Quentin Tarantino. It's his latest film. But yeah, it's overall not bad. It's a good movie. I'd recommend watching it. Okay, so yeah, that's all the movies that I watched this week. Let me know what your guys' opinions on them are. Follow me on Letterboxd. I don't actually leave reviews on there. I just leave little tidbits that I think are fun, which is why I'm doing these, because this is kind of like the why did he only give this a 2.5 and all he said was one word, like so yeah, follow me on Letterboxd, and let me know how you rank Tarantino movies that you've seen so far. That's super interesting. I love seeing people's rankings, hearing what their favorites are. And remember that these are just my opinions, they're watch the movies, find out for yourself. Actually, like, seriously, don't take my word for it. Watch them. If you like Kill Bill 2 more, tell me why. So anyway, watch more movies, guys.